Welcome to Trailers from Hell. What distinguishes the great producers is their ability to assemble the perfect team. Writer, director, cast, and key crew whose mutual chemistry creates a hit picture. The late Elliot Kastner was such a man. I met him while working on the trailer of one of his least-known films, Michael Kohlhaas. He was a dynamo, old-school Hollywood, an expert in the art of the deal, with a nose for good material and the chutzpah to put it together his own way. Harper, The Missouri Breaks, The Long Goodbye, Equus, Angel Heart are among a string of critical and commercial successes from his 63 producer credits. Where Eagles Dare was his biggest early success and still entertains today. It's a Spielberg favorite. Elliot Kastner knew audiences wanted another World War II adventure from the writer of The Guns of Navarone, but the film rights to all Alistair MacLean's books had been sold. So Kastner tackled it from another direction. No one had asked Alistair MacLean to write an original screenplay before. Kastner offered $10,000 down against $100,000 on completion and generously allowed MacLean to keep the publishing rights. He got an overlength but impressive first draft from the rather grumpy writer in 6 weeks flat. Then he persuaded major star Richard Burton to play the lead and to accept Kastner's protege Brian G. Hutton as director. Kastner believed in Hutton, a former actor with a couple of small pictures to his name, and gambled by saying to Burton, "At the risk of offending you, I wanted Brian Hutton on this movie before I wanted you." The ploy worked. With Burton signed, he was able to make a deal with MGM on his terms. MGM didn't want Clint Eastwood, regarding him as a TV and B-movie name, ignorant of the fan base Eastwood had earned with his Sergio Leone pictures. Kastner said in an interview, "I told MGM to go fuck themselves." Burton's drinking caused regular delays. Co-star Mary Ure had no patience with him. I quote Brian Hutton. "If he'd had a drink, she'd say, 'Richard, you're drunk, you fucking bum.' And he kept saying to me, 'Who cast her in this part?' And I said, 'You wanted her, Richard, not me.' In fact, Hutton had wanted Leslie Caron." The movie's title comes from Richard III. The world has grown so bad that wrens make prey where eagles dare not perch. Where Doubles Dared was Clint Eastwood's title, because so much of his and Burton's action was doubled by British stuntmen Alf Joint and Eddie Powell. A total of 60 stuntmen were shot down and blown up during the 8-month shoot. Sometimes in this crazy business, who dares wins, and Kastner dared. The film took in $21 million in its initial release in 1968. It was perhaps the definitive commando mission against impossible odds movie until Quentin Tarantino made Inglourious Basterds.